Oh, you do? Oh, okay. No, no, it's your job. So.
Good morning, everyone. Hi. My name is Lena Bracci. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm a member of the UCA Board of Trustees. There's a lot going on here at this church, and even more the more that I look at this list every week. So please bear with me. And if you can't bear with me, check out other places you can look at it. Like we have the order of service on paper that out there, or you can get it on the QR code. We have Facebook, we have our website, we have a bulletin board out there. We have plenty of ways for you to get connected. If you're new, you can also fill out and return a blue card in your seat pocket near you to be added to our email list and realm. Now for some upcoming things. Today after service, we have our board meeting. If anyone would like to attend, it's open to the public. On May 30th, 7:30, we have Final Friday Jazz with Josef Patchen Trio. Go Joseph! Shout out to that man. We love Joseph. Please come show him some love. On June 1st, we have our newcomer mixer at 5 p.m. June 3rd, 2 p.m. is our pop-up tea. June 6th at 6:15 p.m. is our parent support circle and parent night out. June 8th is the UUCA annual meeting at 12:30 right after service, right in here. June 18th is Bring Your Own Craft at 7 p.m. And June 28th, 10 a.m., one of my favorite events, is Pride. So please come march with us, come celebrate. It's going to be great. And some ongoing events that we do every week, some of you might go every week, is Mondays at 7 p.m. is our UU meditation group in person. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. is the meditation group online. Feel free to do both, either, whichever you like. First Sundays at 12 p.m. is faith formation classes, adults in the sanctuary. Second Thursdays, 6:30 is the pagan potluck. Fourth Thursdays at 6:30 is Thursdays on the Vine, which is our Christian caucus group. Fourth Sundays, 1 p.m. is our board meeting. Hey, that's today. And final Sundays is our Good Trouble team meeting in the sanctuary. So again, I know that was a long list. You can check out our order of service right outside. Thank you guys. And if there's any time for any other brief announcements anyone has about things going on at the church or otherwise. Awesome. I think I covered the whole list. So we hope you'll linger with us after worship in the common room for some coffee, conversation, and fellowship. And if you're with us in person or on Zoom, we'd love to talk to you guys. Worship will begin shortly. Thank y'all.
Welcome, everyone, on this beautiful morning to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Augusta. Here we gather together once again to create a beloved community, acting with compassion, reason, and respect, empowering us to promote a just society. My name is Reverend Nick Filzen. My pronouns are he, him, and I am thrilled to be hosting today's service, led by my dear friends and colleagues, Reverend Misha Sanders and Reverend Phoenix Bell Shelton Biggs. Reverend Phoenix is a Unitarian Universalist minister, spiritual care provider, and justice-centered theologian committed to radical love, sanctuary, and liberation. Their ministry weaves together storytelling, healing, and prophetic witness, creating sacred space for all to belong and thrive, and they wear the most fabulous shoes. Reverend Misha Sanders, she, her, hers, is a community chaplain in Metro Atlanta and a fiery preacher who I was fortunate to have preach at my installation here last year. She is affiliated with both the UUA and the Fellowship of Affirming Ministries. She believes that the whole world is built and rebuilt by the stories we tell ourselves and each other. I tend to agree. Today's important message is being amplified and supported by the UCA choir, led by our music director, Josef Patchen, who you heard is doing a concert this coming Friday. Of course, the talented folks running our tech deck, who try their best to make at least me look and sound okay. I think they're going to be easier than I am. And of course, we are creating this moment with all of you. We are shaping this moment together, all sacred shapes and sizes of us. In honor of this moment and respect for each other, would you please take a moment to put your devices on worship mode? And I'm always happy when I see at least one person move toward a thing. If you are a first-time visitor today, we encourage you to stop by the greeters table following the service to get more acquainted with the church. Our membership coordinator, who is poking her head in right now, Fern, she'd love to chat with you and find out more about your interests. And the blue card in the seat pocket in front of you can be a really good guide for that conversation. You are also more than welcome to join us for coffee and snacks after worship in the common room. Existing community members will know newcomers by their green or red name tags. These different colors indicate how comfortable folks are with engaging with new people as they explore a new experience. Green means, please speak with me. Let's get to know each other right away. And red means, you can say hi, sure, but I would prefer to get to know folks more slowly over time. And for those of you on Zoom, please consider staying online after the service for at least a little bit to chat and connect with each other, knowing that that is indeed an extension of our community here. And now I am so happy that we get to enter into worship together, that we get to shape this moment, this sacred moment among all sacred moments.
Good morning. As Phoenix lights our chalice this morning, our words today are by our colleague, Karishma Godfried. Each of us was created in the image of love. Wherever we come from, wherever we're going, whoever we are, whomever we love, we proclaim with love on our side, our bodies are sacred. Our bodies, wiggle your body. Feel your body in a family appropriate way. Something. Feeling our bodies. There we go. Our bodies are sacred. Our minds are blessed. Our spirits are beloved. May we be open to receive more love. Always more love. May it be so.
Would you, for our opening hymn, number 1011, Return Again.
This is a time in our service where we come together every week to share those joys and sorrows that have come into our lives, spoken, but they're held in the heart of this community.
I have one more joy that I think, can all share together. Natalie, would you come up here with me for a second? So our tech coordinator, Natalie Franz, who mostly grew up here at this church, graduated from high school on Friday. And so I thought it was a good opportunity to do a little bridging ceremony for her, to celebrate together her entrance into adulthood. And so we're gonna bless her with some words by my mentor in Santa Barbara, Reverend Julia Hamilton. May I place my hand on your shoulder? Yes. Natalie Franz, we bless you today. May your mind be on fire with wonder and wisdom. May your heart be aflame with love for this life. May your hands be ignited with purpose. And may your spirit be aglow with courage and compassion. Natalie, you are a light unto the world, and you carry our steadfast love with you wherever you may go. And now I invite everyone to repeat some words after me as we bless her together. And I'll do one sentence at a time, okay? We bless you. We bless you. We love you. We love you. May your life unfold with joy. May your life unfold with joy. Amen and blessed be. Amen and blessed be. Now you have to forgive me. I forgot the gift I was going to give you in my office, so I'll give it to you afterwards. But I do want to say to you and to everyone here, Natalie is my buddy, both here and at Le Chat, where she is the stage manager for the Schrodinger's Cats. And we've gotten quite close. I'm good friends with your family, and I'm so happy that we get to spend more time with you here, even if you're done with high school. So in honor of your huge moment, I'd like to give you my copy of Becoming, a spiritual guide for navigating young adulthood. Yeah. May it eventually give you the same support it has given me. So let's celebrate.
Take a deep, cleansing breath. Settle your body in wherever it is this morning. I'm going to invite you into a body blessing. So if it feels right in your body, as only you know, I'd invite you to touch the various places as you hear these words. So if it feels right, as you know, I invite you to touch your hands. May they be blessed with wisdom and knowledge and understanding. May they take on all that they need to. If it feels right in your body, I invite you to bring a hand to your forehead. May it be blessed with knowledge and power and clarity and understanding, knowing that it's a gift every day to use what our mind can do. I invite you to place your hand at your throat. May your voice be a blessing. May you learn to use it completely and fully and naturally as you tell the truth that only you can tell. May you have the ability to speak love, to speak kindness and compassion, to speak empathy and honesty and care. May you be challenged every day to use it to seek joy and healing for a word. I invite you to place a hand at your heart. May it be filled with the blessing of love. May it not know the agony and heartbreak always, but know joy and compassion and love as well, for they are intertwined together. May your heart be strong and resilient. May it beat with you and for you, having the wisdom of your body's lived story. I invite you to place a hand near or around your abdomen, knowing that your gifts of sexuality are a blessing. May you remember that you are a beloved child of God, of spirit, and of life. May you remember that your body is sacred and belongs to you, and only you. Who or what you choose to do or give your body to is for you. May you know that all of it is an expression of divine love, that your gender and your sexuality bring you to who you are. May you wrap your arms around your body if it feels right for you, knowing that your body is with you on this journey, that all of your body is a blessing, that all of your body is blessed, and that all of your body must be the body that blesses others as well. So may you remember that you are a blessing, that your body is a blessing, and may you be that blessing for someone.
I am so grateful that Reverends Misha and Phoenix could join us today and that we're able to pay them appropriately for the pastoral and prophetic voices. Something that we are indeed unable to do without the generosity of our congregation, without your generosity. In addition to our guest speakers today, we've had some really wonderful folks give reflections throughout this year, all of whom deserve to be paid as a matter of right relationship, as a matter of justice. But we can't do that without that financial support from you. So now I ask you, invite you to please consider giving generously as we pass the plate in a moment. Cash and checks are gratefully received, or you may use text to give using the information about to appear on the screens. Would the ushers please come forward? We thank you for your generosity.
So I've got to be honest, when Reverend Misha, who is a dear friend of mine, said, hey, let's go to speak to a church about bodies and about body positivity and about all that comes with that. At first, I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then my mind started racing and running and wondering what on earth this body had to say. I had to remind myself that there was mercy enough, that there was grace enough, that there was love enough for all of us. I had to remind myself that I can preach that to others. But did I believe it for my own body? I remembered these lines as though one of my favorite songs, one that I listened to day in and day out. But I had to remind myself that it's not just music, that it's theology set to music, grounded in our faith, that it speaks the truth that whispers to me and my spirit, that it echoes in our traditions, in our Unitarian, our Universalist, our Unitarian Universalist, our Christian, and so many more. By the way, did you know that today is the 200th anniversary of the American Unitarian Association? 200 years of legacy and witness and truth-telling. 200 years of a faith reminding us that there is mercy enough, grace enough, and love enough for all of us. This is because we come from a long lineage of faith that says every person is born with inherent worth and dignity, that you, in all of your complexity, whether that is cis heteronormative complexity or queer complexity, all of your body is sacred. All of your body is holy and beloved. We are Unitarian Universalist. We believe in the revelation of our bodies not being sealed off, in our bodies and our stories, in the struggle and in the text. Some of us are Christian, who follow the teachings of a man who broke bread for the broken, who used his body as a metaphor for healing. Some of us believe that our bodies are connected to nature and everything that comes with science. We are a people who clearly and unapologetically say there is no too queer body. No body is too fat, too trans, too sick, too hungry, or too complicated to be loved. None. And if you have ever been told something else, there's a word in our alphabet that comes after C, and it's a lie. So that word that comes after C that starts with a D, that ends in an N, if you've ever been told that your body isn't sacred, it's a lie.
Damn lie.
There you go, Misha. So since she said it, if anyone has ever told you that your body is not a blessing, it's a damn lie. And we are here today showing up, being whole and holy and becoming. And so many of us have struggled with our bodies, with how we feed our bodies, feeling that we feed our bodies too much or not enough, that what we eat becomes a representation of who we are or who we aren't. The jokes of being anorexic, the jokes of being too fat all the your mama jokes that went around, painting a picture of guilt and shame, of good foods and bad foods, of good bodies and bad bodies, leading us all to disconnect from our bodies. So I know for myself, and I'll just name it, eating disorders live among us all. Ministers don't always have it all figured out. I've been living with an eating disorder for years and years and years, and I pass. Eating disorders don't just affect the white, cis, straight body. They affect fat, queer bodies. They affect skinny, queer bodies. They affect black, brown, and trans bodies. They affect disabled and chronically ill bodies. They affect neurodiverse bodies, bodies that have faced religious trauma, bodies that have chosen to survive over and over again, and bodies that didn't win the fight. Our faith tells us that even in the wilderness, our bodies are still bodies of grace, that there is mercy for skipped meals and trembling bites, that every food is a safe food if it feels like communion, that for the days that we binge eat to feel something, that's holy, that for the days that we restrict and control what we eat, for the moments that we do the best we can, that it's holy, because there is mercy enough for it all when we are doing the best we can. We are not less holy because we struggle. We are not less beloved because we were harmed, because someone caused our bodies harm, intentionally or not. Jesus, in fact, never once said, "Come unto me, all you who have it put together and polished." Amen. If you find that verse, let me know. Instead, he said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Our Unitarian Universalist ancestors taught that divineness dwells within each of us, not just in the heavens. I have to take that to mean that the divine dwells within our bodies, our queer, craving, complicated bodies, bodies of all shapes and sizes. So let me say it plainly. Your body is not the problem to be solved. Your hunger is not a sin. Your desire to be loved and fed and safe is not selfish. Your desire to love your body is not selfish. We have been told that we must own our meals, that we must own our rest, that we must own our joy. But grace says it differently. Grace says you are already whole and you are already worthy and your body is already a blessing simply because it was created. Amen. Our Unitarian Universalist covenants call us to affirm and promote the interdependent web of all existence. And I believe that to do that, we've got to affirm what we already have. I wonder how we can affirm everything else as an interconnected web if we don't affirm ourselves. So if you're struggling to affirm your own body, know that you're not alone. That so many people in this world are struggling to affirm their own bodies in all of the ways that may seem passing. But then remember that we are in this struggle together, that you don't have to carry it all alone, that you are not alone, that you've never been alone, that you are saved not by your perfection, but by your presence, that you are redeemed not by your appearance, but by your relationships, that we are made whole not when we erase our struggles, but when we embrace our struggles in all that we do. So let us, this church and this faith, this holy place. Be the place where nobody has to feel that they are alone in their struggles. Whether that's with eating disorders, may we meet it with compassion and not shame. Where food is not a test, but a blessing. May we bless the bag of chips, the smoothie, the bread, and the Twizzlers with tears and with joy as if it were all holy. Let this be our gospel, that there is mercy enough for you, for me, and for everyone, that there is grace enough for all bodies, that there is love enough for all of us, just as we are. Let the good news be that at the tables we sit in our faith, that we are all invited to. Let the good news be that we are able to preach from our experiences, preach with our bodies, that we can use our hands and our voice and all of our sexuality to live our bodies as a blessing. Will you rise and join us in singing a song as a refrain? The words will appear on your screen, and it's a song that everybody's gonna know.
You were anything less than beautiful. How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Thank you, Phoenix. It's a hard act to follow. So I'm just going to go off script. I am wondering, is there anybody in here who likes to be in front of a microphone and would like to read something for me? I'm going to have you look it up on the interwebs on your phone. Anybody up for that without knowing what I'm going to have you read? Oh, wow. Don't everybody raise your hand at once. Come on up. In fact, everybody that has your hand up, I've got parts for all of you. I need actually a total of 6 people. So any of y'all that, I saw 3 hands, come on up. You young ladies right there, and then in the back there you go. Young people. So, you have a phone with you? Anybody have a phone? Okay, you don't have to have a phone. You only have to have a phone. Anyone else who comes up, bring a gray hymnal with you. All right. Can you look up? Hang on just a second. If your phone, well, you can use mine if it doesn't.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I got an Android, so it's kind of slow.
All right. Are you comfortable reading from Christian scripture? Is that all right with you? All right.
It's still loading.
All right. Maybe things can get it quicker. Look up Matthew 22. Matthew 22, 37 through 40. Nope.
I don't know how to spell. Here, can you spell it for me? I don't know how to spell.
Yeah, hang on. We got you. How could anyone y'all can just talk amongst yourselves. Matthew 22. Matthew 22. All right, we're gonna just open. You're right, it is moving really slowly.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right, let's see. Verses 37 through 40. You got it? Going quicker than yours?
you totes do not actually have a Bible in it.
I know, right?
That's several in the office.
You got it? All right, cool.
Mine just loaded.
Perfect. Well, we've got the
Yeah,
verses
click that one's
loaded up.
faster.
So 37 through 40.
You got it.
And while we're preparing that, you three is enough. Grab a hymn. I grab it. You got a hymnal? Go to reading number 602 in the back. 602. All right. And I'm going to have, you can read the first 4 lines, the first 2 sections. You can read the middle 2 sections, and you can read the final 2 sections, okay? Got it? All right, let's start with you, reading the scripture. Yeah, you can stand right here.
Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, my bad. And the second is
Doing great.
And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these 2 commandments."
That's it, thank you. You did a great job. All right, I appreciate that. Any of you who want to read along, number 602 in the back by Lao Tzu is what we're reading. Yep, you can read through there. You got it, down to where it says cities.
If there is to be peace in the world, there must be peace in the nations. If there is to be peace in the nations, there must be peace in the cities.
If there is to be peace in the cities, there must be peace between neighbors. If there is peace to be between neighbors,
there must be peace in the home. If there is to be peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart.
Okay, so thank you. Y'all did a great job. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. Lao Tzu, who wrote the Tao Te Ching, which I've been trying to read, it's been a challenge for me. He said, allegedly, what these folks just read at the end. If there's to be peace in the world, there must be peace in the nations. If there's to be peace in the nations, there must be peace in the cities. If there is to be peace in the cities, there must be peace between neighbors. If there is to be peace between neighbors, there must be peace in the home. If there must be peace in the home, if there is to be peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart. Right? That's what Lao Tzu said. Jesus of Nazareth said, love your neighbor as yourself. That's just about the most important commandment that there is. All the other stuff is just commentary, is pretty much what Jesus said. Here's the thing. If I am to believe the words of Jesus, that I'm supposed to love my neighbor as I love myself, there's been an awful lot of times in my life where I don't really have to love you all that much. Because I didn't like me much at all. At all. You ever had days like that where if the commandment is to love my neighbor as myself, I can say a whole bunch of swear words at you and a bunch of nasty things because I just said them to myself in the mirror, right? If there is to be peace on a large scale, what if he really meant it when Lao Tzu said, we're not going to get the peace we're looking for out here if we're not at peace with who we are in here? If I can look at myself in the mirror and say, wow, you really look like a fat slob today. Would any of you ever say that to me? No. But might you, under some circumstances, think it or say it to yourself in the mirror? Because I sure have. And I don't know that I was really much good to go out and try to bring peace to the world on the days that I started out by saying that kind of bull to myself. Right? I wonder if these dudes really meant that stuff, and it really is that important. I mean, Jesus didn't just say, this is kind of a good idea. He said, it's the second most important commandment that I've got for you. And after that, that's it. There are no, the whole rest of the law, he said, hangs on these two things. Loving God and loving your neighbors as yourself. Anyway, that was an aside. I didn't even have that in my script. So here we go with the real sermon. From what my eavesdropping had gathered, they were there to buy her a new dress for the baptism of her new grandbaby. The woman emerged tentatively after warning her daughter from the other side of the fitting room door. I don't know. It looked way better on the rack than on my fat, lumpy body, like everything else. She walked toward the mirrors awkwardly after opening that door, seeming to try somehow to cover every inch of herself with her hands and arms at the same time. Mom, that looks really nice on you, the young woman with the baby offered in a genuine tone. No, it doesn't. I can't get this. My arms are way too flabby. No, look at this. She pivoted in the mirror for a better side view of herself in this dress, which to my eye looked like a lovely fit on a beautiful woman. I'm so frumpy, she said sadly. I used to be able to put on anything and make it work. She paused, and I don't even think she heard the words of affirmation that her daughter continued to offer. Quietly, she said to her reflection, how did we get here? This is disgusting. You used to be a size 4, can you imagine? She was hissing at herself. She whirled around then to face her audience, the young woman who calls her mom, and me, a fat stranger. I was a much larger version of fat then than I am now, probably around 300 pounds at that time. So she got a little flustered, gave me a once-over, and suddenly became, very visibly nervous and said, not that I want to be a size 4 again. Not that I wanted that. I mean, some people can pull off carrying the extra weight, but not me. I just look frumpy and old and lazy and awful. Now you carry it well, though. I admire a big woman who can carry it well, she said. Her daughter sighed and rocked the baby a little bit, and in a sing-song voice, she said, I still think you look really nice, Mom. You know the struggle, the mom continued. She was talking to me now, and then looking at the young teenage girl who was trying on a prom dress nearby. It's just not fair, is it? They forget that we were young and beautiful once, too. I didn't always look like this. I did, after all, attract a handsome husband and make beautiful kids. I couldn't attract anything the way I look now, she said. I wish I had said something helpful. I wish I knew how to say something helpful at that time, but I didn't. By this time, my own kid had emerged from the fitting room, and I was eager to move along without having him be a part of all of this drama. And so that's what we did. We left her there in her self-loathing, and I've never forgotten her. I do expect, though, that any American feminine presenting person, especially hearing this story, will know that it is ordinary, it is typical, and it is probably happening right now as we speak in fitting rooms in stores all over the country. You've heard conversations like this, haven't you? Have you maybe had conversations like this about your own body? It's pretty typical. Self-deprecation and passive-aggressive jealousy over the appearance of other women is the norm. It seems to be an unwritten rule of trying on clothes with other women that what we do is we point out our own flaws. Others assure us that we're beautiful. We insult their bad taste in beautiful or accuse them of lying. And we never find quite the right thing. We just settle for what looks the least bad and covers the most flaws, because our bodies will never be good enough to deserve our own approval. Has anyone ever felt that way? I don't really know how to preach a sermon on losing the weight of body hate, which I just brilliantly named this sermon. I'm like, what am I going to do with that? I don't know how to preach a sermon on losing the weight of body hate because it comes about differently for every person. right? It is only my hope that if you're not quite there yet, or not even almost there, that you will take a step toward getting there today. And that something said or done here or felt here today will spark you in that direction. Whether you connect more with Phoenix's struggle or with mine, or you just have your own brand that doesn't fit into any of these categories. It's most definitely an ongoing adventure that never ends, this whole body acceptance thing, isn't it? I thought I was there. I really did. I talked a good game. Until I finally decided that I wanted to pursue this ministerial calling and apply for seminary. And then those old demons I thought I had exorcised came back, slinking into my consciousness, saying, you have a lot of work to do on yourself before you can look like a minister. Never mind the internal work of embodying a life of ministry. I was compelled by my own inner dialogue to think about how my body looks standing in front of people, and how clearly nothing I could say or do would be enough to make me ministerial in the eyes of people who would have to first get past the sight of my fat body. That's how I thought, but I did it. And it turns out when I did lose a significant amount of weight, it was because of a gut full of tumors, and it wasn't healthy at all of me to be a smaller version of myself. And let me tell you, when I was deathly sick and weak from my surgeries and treatments, people approached me daily to tell me how great I look and ask for my diet secrets. I can say with blessed assurance that I would choose the pounds over the pain in a hot second, because nothing about the size of my body defines anything about me other than my atom's relative relationship with gravity. That's about it. And you know what? That's true for you too. It just is. I know it's hard to know that in this society that we live in. Our weight, our height, our melanin, our lack thereof, our hair color, our shape, it all seems to matter a whole lot some days, doesn't it? Letting yourself go and losing the weight of body hate is a really tough thing to do in the society we live in. I don't know why it's such a big deal, but we all know that it is. I mean, I have ideas about why, and a lot of it is rooted in white supremacy culture and patriarchy. Isn't everything rooted in white supremacy culture and patriarchy these days? And capitalism, because if we were all happy with our bodies, you know how many industries would shut down?
Target.
They would shut down, y'all. Billions of dollars get spent by us trying to make our bodies look better or to feel better about our own bodies. I submit to us today that it is, however, essential to at least try if we are to live our faith truly and deeply, as our readers today just reiterated to us. Because how can we truly offer to others a love and unconditional acceptance which we do not offer to ourselves? If we are to love our neighbors as ourselves, I believe that inherent in that commission is a whole lot of self-acceptance, right? A whole lot of body love. It's great for me to watch you parade in and out of the fitting rooms of life and tell you that you look beautiful. But the truth is that until I can see my own beauty, there will be a part of me that is still judging yours. Because some parts of you look better than some parts of me, and those are the things I will exclaim out loud to you. But you better believe that the insecure, self-loathing part of my spirit is noticing the things about you that make me feel better about myself, and I'm keeping those things to myself. That's how self-loathing works. That's how comparison works. But I'd keep them to myself because I would never be as unkind to you as I often can be to me. Right? The only way to stop those voices is to, I believe, and in my experience, invest a whole lot of time and emotional energy into a whole lot of self-acceptance. I don't care if it seems selfish. It's that whole idea of putting your own oxygen mask on first, because if you don't, then when the plane loses air pressure, you're going to be of no use to your cat or your dog or your mama or your kid. I don't care how much you love them, you do that self-love thing first, right? It applies. Self-love as a spiritual practice. Letting ourselves go, losing the weight of body hate. It's a place to begin to radiate more love into our homes, into our families, into our places of work, our churches, our communities, our nation, our hurting, aching powder keg of a world. I submit to you that when I love this flesh that my soul is living in, that I cannot fathom harming you or yours. I cannot fathom harming the flesh of hungry Palestinian children. When all I'm thinking about, since Phoenix mentioned potato chips, is I wish I'd thought of having potato chip communion here today. Right? Every single one of us are going to go out and celebrate this brilliant man's birthday with cake in the foyer. I can't imagine in a room full of people who love our bodies, love this man in his precious body, enough to go celebrate by eating cake. We can't stand the thought of children starving when aid trucks are just waiting over the border, hoping for a chance to get in. What if loving ourselves on a mass scale really is the key? Maybe Lao Tzu and Jesus knew something about how to bring about world peace. And it doesn't start with us in this community saying that we love each other. No, it's closer to home. Doesn't start with our little family units either. No, closer to home. Return again to the home of your soul. Starts with loving me loving me, you loving you exactly the way you are. Can we work on that this week? I think there's something that maybe you could do to offer yourself a little more love. And if you can't get to the love, maybe just the peace, the goodwill that you would offer someone else who told you of the struggles that they're having. Will you consider making a commitment to talking with each other about that maybe? Maybe as we're having a birthday celebration cake in the fellowship hall. Let's talk to each other. Let's normalize talking about this, about the areas in which you need work. And I don't mean I need to work on reducing the size of my butt, but rather I need to work on loving my butt the size that it is right now. No buts. See what I did there? No asterisks. Just love. It's okay. It's okay. I promise you the world will not even pause on its axis, and you will not suddenly say, screw it all. I'm eating 17 cupcakes for breakfast every morning because I love my body. You won't, y'all. You just won't do that. Nor will you feel any need to know how many cupcakes anyone else had for breakfast this morning. Because we will be a step closer to loving our neighbors as ourselves and knowing that we are all deserving of more love every day. Every body, all bodies, even mine, even yours, especially yours, especially mine. May it be so, and may we be the ones who make it so. Ashe and amen.
And we're going to sing again. Same song as a reprise.
Yes, we are. Sorry about that.
That your loving is a miracle.
As Phoenix extinguishes our chalice, these words of blessing by Reverend Eric Williams: blessed is the path on which you travel. Blessed is the body that carries you upon it. Blessed is your heart that has heard the call. Blessed is your mind that discerns the way. Blessed is the gift that you will receive by going. Truly, blessed is the gift that you will become on the journey. May you go forth in peace.
Please join us as you would like for this post.